Patricia Maclachlan was born on March 3, 1938 in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and she was raised in Minnesota. When Patricia Maclachlan talks about her career as a writer, she says that she always knew she wanted to write. Maclachlan explains, "First, let me say that as a child, I made a conscious decision not to be a writer because I thought writers had all the answers." Maclachlan eventually came to understand that people write to help find answers to their questions and to help them understand life better. As an adult, she finally got up the courage to try it. Although she had a late start, she went on to become an award-winning author. Patricia Maclachlan is a 1986 Newbery award-winning American author for her novel Sarah Plain and Soft. Maclachlan stayed true to her roots. She quotes, "I have an amazingly close connection to the prairie. Each time I return, I feel like I am home." It was this relationship with the West that helped her create the vivid setting in Sarah Plain and Soft. At an early age, Patricia Maclachlan lost both of her parents. She had no siblings, but did have a very close relationship with their parents, Philo and Madonna. Her parents were both school teachers and brought many books into their household. They encouraged her to read a book and find out who you are, so she became an avid reader. Patricia eventually moved to the East Coast. In 1962, she graduated from the University of Connecticut and married psychologist Robert Maclachlan. Like her parents, she soon became a teacher. Patricia taught English at Bennett Junior High School in Manchester, Connecticut from 1953 until 1979. The Maclachlans have 3 children, John, Jamie, and Emily. Her family has always been a very important part of her life and has had a great impact in her writing. Not only was she teaching at the age of 35, but she was also working at the Children's Aid and Family Services, which preserves, protects, and when needed provides families. It was during this time she wrote a series of journal articles on adoption and foster mothers that had a major impact on her life. She says, "It was clear to me that much of the focus of my writing was sharpened by my involvement and concern for families and children." Maclachlan's stories are usually about families. She has said that many of them are partly autobiographical. Maclachlan describes them this way: "My books derive chiefly from my family life, both as a child with my own parents as well as with my husband and kids." One person who influenced Patricia was Charlotte Zolotow. She said that Maclachlan's writing is good because it is filled with beautiful images, a poetic voice, and sensitive insights strung together like string verses. Patricia's parents, Philo and Madonna, also influenced her and molded her as a person. With the full support of her family, Patricia decided to give herself a few years to become a published author. If the time passed and she was unsuccessful, she would give up and try a different profession. But she did get published, and in 1 year only. Her first book, The Sick Day, was released in 1979. It is a picture book about a little girl with a cold whose father cares for her. In 1986, Patricia received the Newbery Medal Award for Sarah Plain and Soft, and the Christopher Award, which are the 2 most distinguished awards a children's writer can receive. Sarah Plain and Soft is about a woman named Sarah who had been exchanging letters with the Whitting family and decided to come for a short visit, and chooses to stay to become a wife and mother. The Sarah Plain and Soft series, which falls under the genre of historical fiction, include Skylark, the sequel to Sarah Plain and Tall, the third installment, Caleb's Story, More Perfect Than the Moon, and the final book in the series is Grandfather's Dance. Encouraged by her editor, she began to write novels intended for a slightly older audience than her picture book. A picture book is concise, connected, harder to write because it is richer, bare-boned, and multi-leveled. Some of her novels include The Facts and Fictions of Nina Pratt, Arthur for the Very First Time, Three Names, Unclaimed Treasures, What You Know First, Journey, Edward's Eyes. Patricia's picture books include Baby, Seven Kisses in a Row, Through Grandpa's Eyes, The True Gift. Patricia's daughter Emily followed in her mother's footsteps and became a writer. Patricia collaborated with her daughter Emily in writing a few books such as Beetle, Taming the Wind, Once I Ate a Pie, Before You Came, I Didn't Do It. Patricia Maclachlan has captured other awards and honors. Among these are the Golden Kite Award for Fiction from the Society of Children's Book Writers, American Library Association Notable Children's Book Award, the Boston Globe Horn Book Award, the Jefferson Cup Award of the Virginia Association, the Scott Odell Award for Historical Fiction for Children, the Virginia Writers Club Award, the Society of Children's Book Award, the Reading Rainbow Book Award, the Parents' Choice Gold Award, and also the National Humanities Medal, and many more. Patricia Maclachlan states, "We change our lives in our books anyway, and that's the most exciting thing about writing about your own life. Kids get very excited when they hear that because they can change their own lives in their stories."